Welcome back to another episode of the Break the Bank podcast. Your boy Lerk. Charles is back in the building once again. And Deion decided to stop by. We missed you, bro. How the fuck you been? How was WrestleMania?
Was a one-sided feeling, first off, and second,
I was being nice.
WrestleMania was fire. I'm going back next year, and I'm going to the Royal Rumble whenever they announce where that's at.
Nice.
Fifth row. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. The first night I was watching from the Phillies ballpark. Basically, I might as well have stayed home, but had to make up for it the second night. WWE fans are kind of fucking weird. They're about exactly what you would imagine them to be.
What do you mean?
It's just it was a I mean, like it's just a lot of like old dudes. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of like old dudes. And then they just talk to each other a lot.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean? Like
as expensive as that shit is, I didn't expect many young people to be there unless they were with their parents.
facts, but it was less of that than you would think. There's
Okay.
a lot of like just a lot of old dudes, man. And then they just talk to each other a lot. Like it's like one big like you go to a hoop game and you cannot speak to another person like besides the people you go with. You know what I mean? Like wrestling like that shit they really be talking to each other like it's a little community.
That's how baseball games are.
Yeah, but like you could go to a baseball game and not sit next to anybody because no one's there.
No, you're an A's fan. That makes sense. Yeah.
Giants fan. But either way, no one watches baseball.
Yeah, that's not true. But
Hold on, I got a video of when you went to the Mets. Let me see if I can see anybody near you in this shit.
bro, I was at the what was it? The
Whole bunch of empty seats.
second game of the season. I was recording the very beginning of the game, and there was still look. This is from when I was there. The picture behind me. There's plenty of people in the stands.
It's a lot of empty seats.
Well, I don't know what you're looking at, bro, but I.
Top left.
I mean,
Yeah.
if those are full at a regular season game, shout out to whoever's doing that. But Charles, how the fuck are you, bro? How was your basketball game? Did you lose?
Nah, easy win. Easy win. Bucket here, bucket there. Mostly game managing. In this league. It's a 35 over league, so it's a leisurely game of basketball. Uh, nice.
35 and over is crazy.
Yeah. But our team is pause huge. Our smallest player is 6'4", so it's in a men's league. It's easy work.
You niggas just post up for the whole game and win.
Yeah, we got three dudes over like 6'10", so it's easy work.
That's OD. So this whole Drake versus the world beef, Drake versus Kendrick, whatever you want to call it, Metro and fucking Future recruiting the whole industry. They came out with a second album since the last time we recorded and spoke about this. Deion, you weren't here for the previous conversations, but I'd assume you're up to date on what's been going on. Shit,
Oh,
wow,
that
man. You told me in the beginning of all of this, Charles, that Drake didn't need to respond and you didn't care if he responded. You didn't even really want him to respond. You wanted Cole to respond, and we spoke about your feelings last week. I felt like I was your therapist for about 45 minutes.
Work through
But Drake responded, and it was a dope track.
it. Did he respond? That's the first thing, because I'm just saying, like, is this track like officially out in the world?
Supposedly it is, but we shouldn't expect it to hit streaming services because of all the samples he will have to clear for it.
Okay.
According to academics.
Just
According to academics, it is confirmed that it is real, and he was sent directly the official track after it was remastered.
what do you mean it's real?
Like there's a lot of fake AI tracks on the internet,
Mhm.
and it got leaked No, it got leaked, and then another leaked version came out a couple hours later, and that
Yeah.
was supposed to be the official version.
So the second one was the real one.
Yeah, which is pretty much the same song, just a different beat and a few bars that changed.
So his ghostwriters helped him out for the second one.
They probably helped him out for the first one, but it's pretty cool though. It's a pretty cool track. He came at a lot of people. This release, what was this Saturday, Charles? What was that
Yeah,
Saturday? Because you're the one that put me on
yeah. And I think that it came. I think this all transpired on Saturday, I believe. Yeah,
Saturday, right? Because Friday, the second Metro and Future album came out, and that's when there was mad people on there talking crazy to Drake. Ross took shots at Drake. What's this dude? The Weeknd took a couple shots at Drake's mans.
man.
Who
And
was
singing
there was
is
another one. ASAP Rocky took a shot.
Mhm.
There was a few people taking shots at him. Metro and Future was taking jabs on the first album. I'm not too sure about the second album. There's a lot of cryptic shit though. They're childish. Like a lot of these, this is you gotta do digging or find a YouTube video of somebody that already did all the digging to understand a lot of the shit and know that who was even being targeted at. But Drake came out firing and was naming names. And personally, I felt like a lot of the bars were mid, but the production was fire. And listing DJ Who Kid, like we were just talking about the 50 and Ja Rule beef last week, and him and DJ Green Lantern produced most of that shit. But I thought it was pretty funny. There was a lot of comedy in there. I felt like most of the shots weren't even taken at Kendrick, but there were quite a few, and the whole song is pretty much for Kendrick with the other shots inside. But how'd you feel about the track, Charles? What were your initial thoughts when you heard it?
um I mean I liked it. I think it's like one I heard the first version. I ain't really like that beat, but I definitely like the cleaned up version where even the mastered version. Just because the bars are a little bit clearer, so you can hear what they were saying. I mean, I think it's a good start. I think he sent that wide range shot, addressed a lot of people. Like you said, I appreciate the fact that he was calling people out by name. We at least gotten out of sneak diss and we're straight to it. Um, so I mean, I liked it as a first offering. I just think now it's like I know we're gonna talk about some other people's disses and some other things, but like I think everybody else needs to step to the side and just let him focus on Kendrick because this trying to diss 7 people it just highlights that because instead of him giving Kendrick a full verse, it's I can only give you 4 or 5 bars because I got to give 6 people 4 or 5 bars. Like so, I would like I'd like the beef to be a little bit more focused because I don't think him trying to fight 10 people is the best way to go about it.
I agree, but at the same time, I feel like for him it works to his advantage because the whole narrative we see it already. Drake versus the whole industry, and then that whole stupid ass YouTube series 20v1, and now they calling this the same shit. He got
Yeah.
fuck academics glazing him all crazy, calling him Dranos, which is a wild name to call anybody.
Yes. I, I'm just saying it from the standpoint of if he's going to like divert his energy to other people, because then that shit that just opens it up to shit. Oh, he ain't giving enough bars to Kendrick. He ain't even addressing Kendrick for real. He only said 2 bars towards Kendrick, but he gave Ross 7 bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, man, just go with that man and don't even address these other. You can do them, here and there, but sprinkling that a bar or two for them, but stay focused on the.
Nah, I agree because even like when if you go back and listen to the track, like he was pretty much just called Kendrick short like 50 times. And he mentioned his wife's name but didn't really say anything.
Then
And
he
then,
said dropping me 50.
yeah, so that's what I was about to say. Like, so he called him short and he said, I make more money than you. That was his whole shit. The whole drop and give me 50. He trying to say he do the 50-50 split with Top. He do whatever Top tell him to do. And then that fucking remember Kendrick was on Instagram doing push-ups in his lawn in his yard. But like all he did was say like everything directed at Kendrick was pretty much saying, I get more money than you, I'm more famous than you, and you're short. So I was like,
Um,
yeah, it's cool,
in
but like,
in the defense of that, when we get to Ross's bars, is that not essentially what he did? I get money like you. He instead of using saying he was short, he just said he was white. And I'm
he
just
didn't
saying,
even say he get money like him. He called Drake a worker.
Ross do got more money than Drake, right? Like that's the thing. I feel like
I don't think so. I
not from
wouldn't
rap
know, but
specific,
I don't like how long Drake been doing his own things. How long has it been since he was under YMC and B Stuff?
but I think the thing to remember about Ross is he got all them businesses. Like Drake probably got way more money from rap per se, but
Yeah, but Drake also got other endorsement deals too. Like both of the, and he has his own companies.
I'm not talking about
Like,
endorsement deals.
no,
Like he
I
owns
understand what you're
Patreon.
saying, but he also has his own shit too. I would assume, I would assume that Drake has more money.
No, I think if you're betting, like I think Drake would be the favorite to have more money, but I think that discussion's like a lot closer than
Oh no, for
it
a
would
fact,
appear to make it.
Ross got a lot more money than a lot of people in the
Yeah,
industry
yeah,
because
Ross is
of
also
his outside of the
15 years
industry
older.
ventures, huh?
Ross is also 15 years older than this nigga.
Drake old too though.
Yeah,
Drake is
Drake is also Drake is.
Like
I mean, don't call him old. Well, I guess you call him old. He's still older than me, but um,
he's sneaky old.
yeah,
He just
what is he
acts
like
like it.
36, 37?
37.
Yeah, 37.
And like he said, Ross pushing 50. You need to relax, mind your business, go chill at Wingstop, and let the youngins.
Yeah, Ross
Because
48.
Kendrick type old too. I ain't know Kendrick was that old either.
How old Kendrick?
Kendrick in his 30s too. I saw it on Instagram or Twitter where some
36.
somebody posted every artist that's been involved in this whole shit since the first Future Metro Boomin album came out and Kendrick's verse on Like That went viral. All the rappers involved in this whole little back and forth with Drake, somebody posted all their ages. Literally all of them are like 35 and older. There was like one that was 33. There's a whole bunch of old heads. But you know what? Maybe this is good that they see these old heads that are still at the top of the game doing this, and maybe it'll bring real hip hop back, bro.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I guess you're right. They all old. I don't know. Kendrick don't feel old to me because like Drake's not wrong when he says he drops like once a decade or whatever it was the shit he said.
Yeah, maybe it's different. Maybe Drake feels older because he's been in your face pose since the fucking since he first got came out. Like he's never went on a hiatus ever.
Yeah,
Kendrick,
we wish he did though.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue against that at all, but
That's his superpower.
yeah, he's the LeBron of rap.
He gonna stay around. He gonna stay relevant. He gonna put songs.
Would,
Gonna put features out.
would his
But he's
ghost
able to do that because he's a chameleon, bro. Like what does dude say? You copy and paste.
would his Ghost Riders be the equivalent of LeBron's Miami HGH trips?
Yeah.
Just
And
double
then
check.
his longevity and versatility with him being able be able to adapt and no matter what style of music is like the current fad, he's able to put out a single. I mean, like let's be honest here, like a lot of his success in recent years is just him living off his name,
Who?
Drake. I probably should have specified, right? Because we were just comparing him to Braun, but like a lot of Drake's recent success is just him living off his name and people streaming or buying his album just because it's Drake. Cause like For All the Dogs is fucking dirt. And that's not even his only bad album, but I mean Drake fans, if they listening, are probably gonna drag me for that, but it is what it is. Back to Ross though, because
The
I know
bad albums, even the I will say though, even the bad albums usually got one or two songs that's gonna chart though.
yeah. But to me, like if you got more skips than not, then that's a terrible album.
I don't know. Drake's always in a weird position to me because, like I said, when who got the most album sales and all that other shit, and who's the best rapper are two different things. So like for me, it's like sometimes like I don't even really think of Drake as like a rapper. I think of him more like an artist, or like in the same way, like even when we talk about ghostwriters and stuff like that. I'm like, I think my brain goes to like Beyonce got people to write for her
But
and
she's
shit.
a singer.
But nigga, but I'm saying though, I'm thinking like that. Like when I'm thinking like to a certain extent, like I don't think that like Drake and Benny the Butcher do the same thing.
Oh
Like
hell no,
you know what I'm
hell
saying?
no.
Like, when I think of like a rapper though, like that's what I'm saying. When like I'm like
Oh
that's a
yeah, Drake's not a rapper to me. So yeah, I'm
saying
with you on
I'm in
that.
the same boat. Like he like that's a rapper. Like Benny and fucking what Push do. What they those are rappers, dude. Like that's a whole different.
You was like in high school when hip hop first started, so you would probably understand when I say like you would probably agree too. Like he's not a rapper, he's an MC. He's an artist. He's not a rapper. He's not a lyricist.
When he started making a different genre music, that nigga was the artist.
But he been started. He was doing that for
So
years.
I don't feel like I don't like I said, I just don't grade him. I never graded him on the same scale. Like I don't even think, like I said, I don't think the niggas played it's two different, they play in two different sports.
See, and that's what also benefits him. Like that's like one of the very few things that he has to his advantage in this whole little beef with Kendrick is that he makes catchy shit.
Yeah.
And you're gonna most likely have one of those back-to-back moments where people are in the fucking club playing and vibing to a Drake diss track
Right.
because it's so fucking catchy. It don't even gotta be that good. It just gotta be catchy. And I feel like that's where Ross went wrong is that he tried to do that with that trash ass fucking response that he came out with champagne moments and him had I never I like bro, you responded so fast and you actually had a hook. I think that's what upset me more than anything was that he actually put a hook on there. And it was
I
dope.
think I think he fucked up because he put his whole shit out, and that's why I was saying the thing about the track not being official yet. Like he could have Drake could have just he could tweak the bars again and then put the official out and respond to your joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought he ran out there too quick.
He definitely did. He put it out the same day, right?
Yeah, he jumped out the window on that one.
I've never really been a fan of Ross, so I might be biased with him too, though.
I think that's why he putting up all them stories though, because that track ain't hitting the way it's supposed to. You gotta I gotta keep going.
Yo, the only thing people talking about is the nose job and the BBL comments, like nothing else. And it has two verses.
That's all you need, though,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
You right, but like if you listen to a battle, like if you watch him like actual battle rap, right? They go three
Yeah, but
rounds.
this ain't that.
No, but just hear me out. If are you gonna say a dude won a round when he only had two bars that stood out to you?
But the other dude only got one.
Let's say if I say
This is
if I
true.
say,
This is
I
true.
mean, if the other dude only got one, then 2 wins.
Simple mathematics.
I
But
don't know. I didn't listen to Drake's like rebuttal or whatever, but I know none of them want smoke with Kendrick. That's abundantly clear.
he accused well, he basically insinuated that the weekend is gay.
Drake did.
Yeah. He said the
But
shit
like,
for bitches he be doing for niggas.
who cares?
I
Like,
mean, Meek does that.
who
Yeah.
cares? Like,
I
I
don't
don't
know if he
care.
does it with everybody or just Diddy, but me.
I mean,
I mean,
X took me to the game yesterday. It happens, man. We're all out here
Wait,
living
yeah, like
what?
I don't think.
friendly.
Wait, what?
I went to the Atlanta United game with X yesterday. I'm just
But like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like who cares? I don't care if the weekend's gay or not.
Yo, me neither. It was just like
That don't hit at all. Like, did he say anything else worth a damn?
no, but like my thing for that is like, but the weekend for me, like the weekend didn't really say nothing that crazy to him. He was just like, nigga, I'm glad I signed my life away. And y'all nigga, and your shooters do TikToks. But he sang
Yeah.
it, didn't hit the same. Singing beef is different. I'm not really one for singing beef.
I just thought it was funny. He came at Nav too though. But
What do you say about him?
that he was claiming from being from the six and he wasn't really from the six, and then once he got money he had to run away.
Where Drake from?
Fuck, I know. Toronto is all I know that he's from Canada, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a fan of our neighbors up north, so I don't give a fuck about them, bro. The only thing they good for is hockey and syrup and my dog S. That's about it. But not the like you gotta go back and the Drake track, like most of the bars that stood out even a little bit were directed at Kendrick. Like he told Kendrick he's more popular than him in his own city. He responded to Kendrick's bar about taking his chain. And again, like I said, most of it was calling him short. Like I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny when he was like, "How you big stepping in the size 7?" Like I make fun of people that wear anything less than size 10. You're not a grown up. You're not a grown up, bro. If you're a man and you wear less than a 10, you're not a grown man. And even 10 is like borderline, you're a grown up with testosterone running through your body.
I just don't think
I don't even want to ask Deion what size shoes he wears
You
because
said you don't get it?
I know how
10 and a
tall
half.
he is, so I know not
Oh,
to.
the his
10 and a half.
last album was Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Uh, swear 10 and a half, by the way. But that's
You
above
you
average.
you don't.
I did. I got an 11 around here somewhere. Above
What
average.
are they? Some Pumas? They run small?
Got an athlete body, brother.
Stop
Big
it.
hands, big feet.
Stop it.
It don't matter how tall you are. You're either built like an athlete or you're not.
Yeah, again, go back to what you were saying.
uh, I didn't listen to any of it besides the Kendrick verse on Future shit. I didn't think it didn't really move me a ton. But if we're gonna like get into like a rap beef, none of them want smoke with Kendrick, bro. Like none of them want smoke with Kendrick.
Nah, I agree. This is what I told Charles this before. He swore to God Cole could hold his own. And we see how that happened. But
I thought he could.
I
you
mean,
thought
I
you
thought I
thought.
thought of the most disappointing part about the Cole thing is like of all the songs, like, and I haven't listened to the Drake one. I have no interest in listening to the Drake one. I can't imagine it was very good. And I definitely have way too much self-respect to listen to Ross's return. But like that Cole verse is probably the best verse.
Yo, so not only was Cole, but see, that's as we just spoke about last week, bro. He put out like a little EP, right? The last track is what everybody was talking about. But the whole album, he's coming at Kendrick on almost every track, bro. And he was actually spitting some fire. Like it was good. It was funny. It was entertaining. It was hard balls. It was like what you want out of a rap beef. And then he immediately just bitched up and said, I apologize. This just don't sit right with me. I'm losing sleep. I hope you don't feel no type of way. If you do, pop off. I'll turn out the cheek. I'm a bitch. Like it was bad. But
Didn't
nobody
Kendrick
like,
respond to him?
huh?
Kendrick responded to him, right? Still.
No, Kendrick hasn't responded to anyone yet.
I thought I saw a leak of Kendrick responding yesterday.
So I Charles, that if that's the same thing Charles sent me this morning, Academics went live with, well, he was streaming and he played the track, but he also said that Daylight confirmed that that's not a real track, that that's AI, because even Daylight is sampled on that track, I believe. But supposedly that's one of those bullshit AI tracks going around, and it wasn't a real track. But you mentioned ghostwriters. Do y'all believe the bullshit about the dude CJ whatever saying that he done wrote for Kendrick?
Yeah, so yes, but like the thing people need to remember is every rapper has people write the hooks. Like that's just part of it. You know what I mean? You get a beat, someone writes the hook, you're supposed to come on the verses. Like maybe not every rapper, but like I'd say your favorite rapper most likely has had someone write a hook for him. You know what I'm
And
saying?
sometimes
So
when
like,
they
Yeah,
get it,
yeah,
the
but
reference is already on there.
huh?
uh-huh.
Sometimes when they get it, the hook is already
Right.
on there. Reference hook is
Yeah,
already.
yeah, but the
Yeah.
that's not writing for somebody in my opinion. Like that's a hook. That's not your verse.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't listen to what they're claiming this dude wrote for Kendrick, but like if it's just him writing a hook, that doesn't surprise me.
So apparently he was claiming to like it was being said that he wrote for Kendrick. He went online and denied it, but then he went back online and started like insinuating that he did write for Kendrick. And then he even posted what was supposed to be a video, an audio of him on the phone with a TDE executive, which turned out to not be real. And then he posted an audio message from Roddy Rich, like trying to like gain credibility because nobody was believing the Kendrick shit. But then academics played the recording of Roddy Rich on the phone with him pressing him for saying that he wrote for him. And the dude's like, "Oh, I never said I wrote for you, blah, blah." So it's like, yo, bro, you lying about writing for one dude. I can't believe that you wrote for anybody. Even if you did, like, I just can't take your word for it until I see proof.
And like I said, if all he did was write a few hooks or like he was
That's
even
yeah, that's not
like
writing for somebody.
that's not the same to me
Yeah,
as
that's
what
not like what Drake has done.
exactly. So I think there would have to be some more details come out about that for me to believe. But at the moment, like it doesn't really move me in any way. Also, like if it's true, the one thing about Drake is he is like crazy powerful, right? Like he could get that shit and he could do exactly what Meek did. And in between verses, drop the fucking sample of whatever is Quentin Miller singing the songs that, you know what I'm saying? Like if Drake really wanted to come at Kendrick and this really happened to Kendrick, I think we would have heard it in Drake's response already.
Or maybe he's holding out. That was just a
Maybe,
this is just round one.
maybe, but I don't think. I'll be honest,
And
like I said,
even at the end of the Drake track, he said that he knows a lot more, and this is just the beginning.
yeah, but like I don't think. I just mean like with all due respect to Drake, actually, you know what? Like, I don't really care, but I don't know him. But like, with all due respect to Drake fans, and I guess Drake, like, there's no way you want to be holding out right now because like Kendrick in a
And
rap.
there's no way you could sit here and call anybody out for using a ghostwriter.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if Kendrick's known for lyricism, right? Like you tell me Drake has a ghostwriter, it doesn't really move me. And that's how I felt when Meek dropped it. You know what I mean? Like it's funny, it's this, like make the memes, make the jokes, etc. But Drake's not really a rapper to me. You know what I'm saying? So like it does like of course he has a
Yeah.
ghostwriter. He's singing half the time. Every singer has a ghostwriter. But Kendrick's like supposed to be like a real rapper. Like this is the definition of real rap. Like don't hold punches against a dude like that because if he's everything like we think he is, he gonna body you.
So apparently, there's rumors in the industry or around the industry that Kendrick has a crazy ass track that he's had in the stash for a while, just for Drake. Maybe there's something that Kendrick know about Drake that a lot of people don't know, and
They
he's
all
trying to figure out what ammo he got before he drops
See,
his bomb.
that-
Because the last thing you want to do is throw out your joker, and it turns out you thought you had the big joker, but it was just the little
I
joke.
guess that's like for me. This is where the shit gets cloudy. Are we trying to see who can get the best piece of dirt on the next person, or who's the best rapper?
I
Because
mean,
I understand like they on some level go hand in hand, but I'm just like, but if that shit is like we talking about who's got this piece of information on this person, not who actually can rap the best.
yeah, well,
like, but
everybody
it's not
knows
a
without a beef or a battle that Kendrick is
No,
Kendrick,
no,
a
no.
better rapper. Like,
like
100%.
Drake
it
be the
has to be more to it, especially where apparent everybody that has any knowledge of this shit is saying that this shit is actually personal and that
yeah.
Kendrick really don't like Drake.
No, it's super personal. But like in Cole, that Cole the one that really got the like real shit going on too, I would say. Like based off his response, like there's more to whatever Cole and Kendrick are like claiming is going on here, or him backing up, talking about like I hope you forgive me, whatever the hell it was, like, but that shit's personal too. But
Well, they supposedly cool though, because even the last Dreamville album that came out, he had Kendrick on it. Supposedly years ago, they were working on an album that never came out.
Yeah, but
Like
like
Kendrick is my bad, real quick. But Kendrick is always off the radar. For him to show up to J. Cole's studio session and lay down some vocals for the Dreamville album. If they got beef, it had to be like recent,
well, when did that Dreamville album come out?
like a couple years ago.
That's a long time, bro.
But you never hear about Kendrick.
Yeah, but
Like never
he could
in
have
the headline.
he could have made that verse years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be a verse from before COVID.
Maybe. I gotta go back and watch the documentary and see if they had him in there.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you got
But
better things to do.
that's
But
just like a minor detail that like
anyway, like when we're talking about better rapper, like it's not close. Like Drake might be the better artist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's much like the Meek and Drake beef to me. Like Meek bodied Drake, but Drake made a banger. So it's like, but it don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't really compare like what Drake was talking about, like to what Meek was talking about. Like Meek exposed him for having a, or no, that was Pusha that exposed him for having a kid, but
yeah.
Meek exposed him for getting like ghostwriting and all that shit. But like
And
Drake
Drake
dropped a
posted
banger.
him about being a snitch, and
Yeah.
then um Meek stopped responding to Drake. And
That's
then the game kind of fucked that up too, because then the game started coming at Meek too. And it was like he just started getting ganged up on and just crawled under a fucking rock.
well, I mean, you gotta remember
That's
wasn't
beef.
he like dating Nikki at the time too?
Yeah.
Like you can't. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like there's only so much you can
You, niggas want to beef with game, you might get 700 bars
do.
shot back at you. Niggas they talking about somebody that don't nobody want smoke with.
Only
I just think Drake needs to have
person.
something like to keep this interesting. Like he has to have something on Kendrick. Like he has.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the whole to your original question, is it are we looking for who raps the best, who digs up the most dirt? With this, it has to go hand in hand. It has to the entire way. Because what does Kendrick prove by just out rapping him when everybody already knows he out raps him? Like he has to expose him about something in some way. And then same shit for Drake. What can, like you're never, I don't give a fuck who your ghostwriter is. You're not gonna have a better verse than, bro. Bar for bar.
It's not true. That's not true.
Stop it. See, you said the same shit about Cole, bro. Like, we're not doing this again. We're not doing this again, bro. Just respect that Kenny is in a tier of his own. Now, if you want to talk about people that are no longer active in the game or dead and gone, then no, he's not in a tier of his own.
Okay, so every
But of
Kendrick
active artists, active quote unquote rappers and artists, Kendrick is in a tier of his own, bro.
hey, raising your voice will make it better.
It's just a fact.
Every Kendrick verse is not fire. So the
I
nigga,
never said that.
I'm saying, so he's quite possibly capable of putting out a fucking diss track and us and nobody fucking with it. We like niggas ain't heard
I
it.
don't know. I feel like he's too
I just
meticulous
feel
for
like
that.
I'm just saying this is where this like preconceived shit comes out where like Kendrick ain't even putting no response back and you already assume you already know what it's gonna do. Everybody already knows it's about to kill it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, can we fucking hear it first? Like, that's where I'm at with it. It's like so many like motherfuckers have already made up their mind that Kendrick shit is about to just body Drake. So even if it was ass,
No,
nobody would say
I
it.
don't
I'm saying
think.
that's how it comes off sometimes to me. And
But that's
nobody
why I'm trying to be clear. That's why I'm trying to be clear. He's guaranteed to out rap him. So
saying not necessarily.
just because you're out rapping him, don't mean that the verse is better. Because he out rapped him on that first verse. That first verse he put out, he out rapped Drake on that whole response. But
Yeah.
to me, if I have to, if we're gonna pick a winner for round one, it got to go to Drake, in my opinion.
Yeah, because that's I think that's Drake wins because you're putting a putting a verse versus a whole song. Just in sheer volume in that and sheer and he calling him out by name. I think that's what gives him the tips and scales for me.
That's what did it for me is the fact that it wasn't even like because like I said before, like the bars were pretty mid for the most part. But how he went about it is what made it tough to me. And it was funny. There was some comedy in there. I love funny bars. But that don't mean he out rapped them. And you can't tell me that you think Drake has a chance in out rapping Kenny.
I'm not saying he did, but you're sitting here posing the question. He didn't out rap him. We're comparing 4 bars to a whole song, and you're saying he didn't out rap him. Okay.
No, I'm saying, look, already, I'm saying that off of that one verse, he already like out rap Drake. And he will always out rap Drake. He always will. I told you the same shit when we was talking
So you're
about
saying
Paul in the
I'm just saying,
beginning.
no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying that you act like Kendrick can't rap, like Kendrick can't have a bad verse, and you act like Drake couldn't like step his game up. I'm just saying you without
I
hearing
think I
would you
think Drake's
automatically
best.
assume. Then what's the point of battling then if Drake can't if the niggas can't if it's already fucking pre done what's gonna be the outcome that Kendrick gonna win regardless of what he do.
We gonna get some drama out of this.
I
We
feel like
gonna
that's
get some
I just
tea.
feel like a lot of people and I don't really honestly give a shit who wins in this, but I just feel like Kendrick has given us 4 subtle bars
They
and
weren't that subtle.
I don't think they were subtle.
Yeah, they called them subtle.
Like,
in comparison to the man calling people out by name, they were subtle.
but also taking into consideration that Kendrick's been doing this for a while. This is just the first time Drake finally
Y'all niggas shoot this
responded.
nigga so much bail, and he ain't did nothing but shoot 4 bars out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you keep fucking justifying. Well, he cool. And let's hear the song then. And then
Oh no, no, look, like I said, I'm not saying Kendrick is guaranteed to win this battle. Because battle is more just about who can out rap somebody.
this particular thing, it's like y'all niggas trying to tell me what his per 36 is. Like I get it, bro, but but I need to see the whole thing before y'all just say he
Oh,
gonna mock.
don't talk to me like that ever again. That was crazy. No Diddy.
I don't know. I think I mean again, like Drake might make a better song, but that don't mean
I'm not even disagreeing that the outcome might not happen, but I at least I need to hear the song first before I agree. Like that's all I'm saying.
personally I hope we don't. Like I mean we
You don't
don't
want to
need
hear.
we don't need more Drake songs, bro.
No,
Like
he
let
said Kendrick. We
So
was
I'm
talking
talking
about Kendrick.
Kendrick.
You know?
I want to hear the Kendrick before we just go. It's about to be.
oh, like to me, uh see, like I don't like these arguments because like this makes this like I'm really not trying to shit on Drake with this comment, but that's beneath Kendrick to me. Like I really don't think like when we're discussing rap, I don't really think these two are in the same realm. Like personally, like I think like low key, this whole beef shit to me is bullying. like they're literally they're picking. He's different, so they're
But
picking on him.
you can't say it's beneath him when he's the one that fired the first shot.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like to me, like I don't like if I like I wouldn't advocate for him doing this unless like he has some fucking album coming out, is what I'm saying.
But he's been
Which that's
baiting.
probably what it is. That's
He's been
probably what it is.
baiting. He's been baiting Drake for years.
I know I was about to get to that, but your Puerto Rican accent cut me off.
Racism at its finest, and black and Puerto Rican. Continue.
uh, but I think they're just bullying him. That's all. I just think they're bullying
Bullying
him.
who?
Drake, because he's different. Like I think they're trying to pick on him, and I think the hope is like if let's kick him, let's kick him, let's kick him. Like let's make fun of him. He got a fake nose. Who the fuck don't in Hollywood? Like you know what I'm saying? Like or they called him white. They said he got a fake 6-pack. Like they're literally just trying to bully him. I guess this is all raw stuff. The more I think about it, but like
It's pretty obvious they going after him because he winning.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Drake isn't a rapper, right? So he has succeeded on a level that like no one else has succeeded on. You know what I'm saying? Because he's tapped into a market that like Kendrick could never reach that suburban middle schooler. You know what I'm saying? He tried. That's how we got the garbage that none of us wants to listen to Pimp a Butterfly. Damn. What'd you call the last one? No Morale?
You just said damn was bad.
I didn't like that. Only good album. I thought that like the most factual bar in this whole beef was when Cole said like basically his only good album was Good Kid, Mad City.
Hey man, he's the West Coaster. Let him sit on that.
Like I think Kendrick has one good album. Damn to me is like whatever. I mean his mixtapes are fire, bro. Average Joe, Section 80, like the list goes on. Like his mixtapes are fire. But one good album. I think Cole got one good album too, though, to be honest.
I think Meek got more albums, better albums than both the niggas, but
I agree. I combined. I'd have to agree with that. But like overall, like Kendrick tried to do exactly what Drake did, and that's reach a demographic that he can't hit. And so now he's mad at Drake because Drake was able to hit that shit. And like whether I'm a Drake fan or not, like to me, exactly what everyone's doing is like, damn, well, you turn the rap game upside down. You're still doing it 12 years later. We thought this would flame out in the mid 2010s, 3 presidencies ago, and it hasn't. And to me, it's like this is just beneath Kendrick because as a rapper, as a lyricist, like it's not even a fucking comparison.
I get what you're saying. I don't disagree with that. I just am like, but then I feel like for the other niggas that are trying to go at Drake, it's beneath Drake to address them.
Agreed.
I
Absolutely.
agree.
Absolutely. I think Drake should never respond to High School Rose. He should never have, I think Future and Drake probably have a legitimate beef. You know what I'm saying? Because they did multiple albums together. It's beneath Drake probably to respond to Future, but I get that one. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Like
Why? Oh, but what is Future's beef?
I think bro, there's probably more to Drake. I don't know. Like
Like,
there's
how many times, since the beginning of this shit, how many times, Charles, I keep going right back to how it all started? What the fuck is the issue with Future and Drake? Because them niggas was making music together.
That's over a bitch.
that's what well it is. What's her name?
That's definitely over a girl.
Yeah, Metro confirmed. There's it has something to do with the chick. They like posted about it. And I think is either so the I get these two confused all the time. 24 Savage and who the other one that just like him.
24 Savage?
There's 24 Savage. They were both with Amber Rose, but it's not Wiz Khalifa.
I don't even know who 24 Savage is.
Or 21 Savage, and then who's the other dude? That was with Amber Rose.
Who wasn't with Amber Rose? Wasn't Kanye with Amber Rose at one point?
He was, yeah.
Amber Rose been around the industry almost as much as Corinne.
Yeah, I don't remember who the other one is, but it's 21 Savage and someone that like if you heard his name, you'd be like, oh, that's just another 21 Savage. And they both were with this woman too. Like I guess she's gotten around a little bit.
But 21 and Drake's still cool.
Yeah. But like, I mean, obviously it's deeper with Future. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people apparently have been harboring ill feelings towards Drake as we starting to see, because it's like they really just gathered up everybody that had an issue with
Man,
Drake
it's
and
no
threw it on an
problem. You go
album.
jump out there on your own. Why you wait till you wait till old boy jump out here to man? Stop that.
I mean, I feel like part of it, again, I'm telling you, I just think they're bullying him because he's different. But I also think Future got more of a pulse of the rap game than like maybe anyone realized. And like when he was willing to be like, yo, we don't trust you, like the rest of these niggas was like, all right, we don't trust him.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like Future is really that dude. It's crazy to think about. Like I didn't realize that he never had a number one until he did a track with Drake. Like I guess like when your best fans or biggest fans are people from the hood, you're not gonna do that many numbers. But as popping as Future is, like I would have never guessed that his first album one was a Drake track. I mean, number one track was with Drake. That fucked my head
I'm
up.
saying like that. I think that's why they don't fuck with him. Is like as much as we make fun of rappers for selling out, like that's the whole fucking point. You know what I mean? Like we were just talking about Eminem before the show. Like Eminem and Wayne didn't make them like they made money, they made good money, and then they dropped them weird like rock albums, and they probably and they made hella money. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole fucking goal at the end of the day. Like what um Waka Flocka is doing right now, where he's like touring as an EDM like artist. He making more money now than he ever could have in rap, right? And Drake was able to do that while not like deterring away from the type of music he's always made. And so they gonna hate on that forever.
I'm just waiting for the Kendrick song to drop, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know. We live in an age where like everything comes at you at rapid speeds, and it's only been a couple days, but I feel like he's taking too long.
I mean, I don't think he gonna. I don't. Unless he has an album, he's not. He's not dropping a song because
If
this
he
is
don't respond, he a bitch.
this is beneath him.
Nah, there's no way. Like, if he don't respond, bro, he's a bitch.
But like, what is there to respond to? Being called short?
Nah, I mean, it doesn't matter,
Like,
bro.
what is there to respond to?
You fired a shot, bro. You fired multiple shots. You've been antagonizing this man for years. He finally responds to you, and you just walk away. Nah, that's unacceptable behavior. Charles, tell me you with me on this.
No, I'm 100% with you. The shit's you got to do something. He got till Friday, by my estimation, Saturday at the
But
latest.
it's unacceptable behavior from all of them though. Like,
Oh yeah, but well, nah, I can't say that because I feel like the rap culture needed this. Something like
no,
this.
for sure. But like, I mean, Kendrick went at Drake for the first time with like, because they've had beef since Drake had the Poetic Justice feature, right? And so it's been like 10, 12 years. Finally came back. What if Kendrick
I
decided I'm
think,
gonna wait a decade too?
so what is Kendrick's beef with Drake though?
I'm telling you, bro. Like, I just think I think I
Like he literally did a track with everybody that's done come at him. Like I don't know what's going on.
I'm telling you, I just think there's more to it, man. There's just more to it than like we'll ever know.
Yeah, well, we need to find out. Somebody got to spill some fucking tea, especially when
But who
Drake
said
is
it?
out here posting screenshots, texting his mom that Rick Ross is racist.
Someone, yeah, that was crazy. He lost after that one for me, but that was crazy. That was crazy. But like, the who said it like 4 or 5 years ago that the rap game was going to turn on Drake at some point? There's like someone said it in a song.
I
I saw
don't
that's the
know.
only thing I saw this weekend, like genuinely about this whole thing.
I don't recall that happening. Now I'm gonna have to do some research when we stop recording.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I guess we could wrap it up after that.
Oh, it was Eminem.
Mhm.
Ironically enough,
All right.
yeah, he said it 3 years ago.
What is the quote?
He said in a song, he said, "And Drake, they're gonna turn on you."
Oh, but you know why he said that, right? He
I
was
don't.
talking about the fans, not the rap game.
Either way, that would require me to
He's
listen.
talking about the fans.
I
No,
feel like maybe this is the beginning of that.
This is not because Eminem said that because Eminem got to a point in his career where you see how Charles was talking about all the preconceived notions, like just let the music come out. Eminem put out the track list for the album that he was about to drop. And just off the track list alone, the picture of the track list, everybody and their mother started dragging him about how trash the album was going to be. And in
What album was
particular,
it?
one Joe Budden,
What album was it?
the one that had Beyonce on it.
They was right.
You was gonna say that about any album that wasn't the Marshall Mathers OP, bro. Like,
They was right.
yeah, the man drags Eminem the whole episode before the episode, and then uses him as an example to support his claims. You see this bullshit, Charles?
Nah, listen, uh, all I'm
nasty
saying is
behavior.
I just think I think there's something to that shit. Like there's some shit Drake did, bro, to everybody. Like there just has to be.
I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that at all.
I
But
know he's
if
one of those situations where everybody got a problem with him and he don't have them niggas phone numbers no more.
That see,
I don't believe that.
that's the thing. Like I think the issue is, bro, like Drake is different than these dudes, right? Like a lot of these dudes grew up in a much different area than Drake did. They grew up much differently than Drake did. And he probably moved like the Drake that was from Degrassi. And they not fucking with that shit. You know what I mean? Like I just think and you're right. Like it's a bunch of dudes that's rapping about him. He don't have their number, but that's not how these dudes are gonna think. You know
Oh
what I
no,
mean?
100% with you.
And I just think I think like it's probably just way deeper, bro. Like this shit's probably like way more personal than anybody realized.
I wouldn't doubt it if he did some slick shit to something, like screwed over a lot of people. Like, come on, look, Weeknd said he breezed because he was trying to he was trying to give him like some crazy ass 360 deal.
That's what he's supposed to do. It's
But
music.
yeah, bro, like
Happens to everybody. Why they try to make it seem like I can't everybody gets paused jerked in the music game. It's just like, bro,
So,
bro, at that time, Weekend had one mixtape where he covered Dirty Diana and we all lost our minds. Like that was that was when Drake offered him that deal. That was a good deal back then. Like if we're being
listen, the
completely
man
honest,
bet on himself and he succeeded.
and there's
Right?
a lot of
And
people, there's a lot of people that turned down that 360 that wish they didn't.
every person that's dissed Drake, there's a quote of them talking about how he was the one that either put them on, inspired them, or helped them along the way.
well, the Weeknd has spoken now like against Drake for years. He said he stole music from him and everything.
So did Party
One of
Crush.
the main reasons why he said he left wasn't even about him like talking about like it wasn't even the contract. It was the fact that Drake just kept shelving him and using him as a ghostwriter.
Well, that's what they say he does with all his artists. But what did they? What's the meme? Like they call, they call, I think they call it like the OVO like slave trade or some shit like that, bro.
Nah.
Don't they call it that, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. Yo, that's the first time I'm hearing it.
Bro, that's I remember those it was something like that, bro. Like
Yeah,
during
that's so deep.
when Meek exposed him for the ghostwriting stuff, and they were making the memes like get your ass back in the room and write me a song.
My biggest issue is not even him having ghostwriters, it's him like literally stealing people's music. Like there's those compilation videos of like Drake's verse and then the original verse right after, like, and you can't tell me it's a reference track when the track came out 20 years before he was even in the industry.
Well, I saw. So speaking of that, I saw some combo like if you put his song and hit 'em up together, it sounds pretty fucking similar.
I don't know, hit him up is different though. Hit him
I
up.
mean, I agree, but I'm just saying like like every single Drake song you can do a side by side of some other song and it sounds way too similar for my liking.
But some of them be bar for bar though, Charles. You
Yeah,
muted it.
I know I said that's every DJ Khaled song too. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's
DJ.
that's most of the music I hear now. I can hear the fucking original version in it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
So I'm not like,
I'm not a fan of. I'm
there's
not necessarily a fan of today's rap.
I don't have a big problem with allegations. It's just like I think the problem that I look at it is like stop making it seem like he's the only person that does have this stuff.
Oh yeah, facts. But it's different though, in my opinion, because like I don't know, bro. This is different to me. I don't know.
I think Kendrick has a has a nice game, but I'm like, I don't think that you mean to tell me J Rock ain't never wrote none for you?
I don't think J Rock good enough to write for Kendrick, and I fuck with
I
J
fuck with
Rock.
that. But you get what I'm saying?
I
I'm just
fuck with
saying,
J Rock,
I think that you
just
ain't
like Kendrick
you
like
get in the
that.
studio, somebody gave you a bar, bro.
Uh, I don't think so.
I believe that it's entirely possible
It's
to
cool.
be
Like
in
I
the
said, like
studio.
think
I believe it's entirely possible what you just said, like
collaborative process.
a bar, like the whole, especially like
I'm just
all
saying,
them dudes
angel
was
niggas in the
rapping
studio.
together for mad
I'm
long.
saying.
So like, I believe it's entirely possible that someone told him, like, gave him a bar or said maybe you should change that and say it like this. But I don't believe anybody. Like, I need
I
proof
think
that
it's just like
somebody's
this nigga
written
is
for him,
just
bro.
impervious to just any like it. Well, Drake did it, but this it's impossible that Kendrick could have done. Like that's all I'd be.
Nah, the whole ghostwriter thing, not yet. That's like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would be in shock and I would be upset and I'd probably even be a little devastated if I found out that Kendrick had a ghostwriter.
Yeah, I don't.
Because I hold him as such a
He's not. He wouldn't
high
give.
esteem when it comes to lyricism. And when it comes to lyrics, bro, if it like when it comes to being a lyricist, when it comes to being a rapper,
A
not an
lyricist.
artist.
He's a lyricist.
When it comes to being a lyricist, If it ain't with your pen, then
Yeah,
I
facts.
respect it.
Yeah, I
Nigga,
don't think you
I
gotta worry
don't know
about
before we
having a
started
ghost.
recording.
I really don't think you gotta worry about him having a ghostwriter, bro.
I don't think so either. But at the end of the day,
And I want to preface, I don't think Drake had a ghostwriter before he started making music for your middle school dances. When he started making that weird stuff, like that's when he started to have ghostwriters because he was starting to sing all the time. And then I think he was like, well, shit, if they gonna do this, I might as well have him come up with some bars too. You know what I mean? It's kind of like ghostwriters for him are probably like cocaine. He had his first little sniffle and then he just couldn't stop. But I don't think he just like jumped into it. He clearly has an addictive personality. Y'all see the bets he makes?
yo, bro, you of all people.
Hey, listen.
But hey, look, yeah,
If you told me I can make double the money and work half as much, I'd have a ghostwriter too.
hey man,
I
you
don't
let
got an issue with it.
if you let Lerk tell it though. Kendrick bet he never lost. Never, he made every bet he hit. Every bet. It's impossible for that nigga to lose a bet.
That's not what I said, bro.
Uh,
I didn't say he can't lose the battle. I said he's not gonna get out rapped.
Yeah, he's not gonna get out rap. But I think he'll lose the battle though, bro. Because all right, like here's the thing:
Yeah,
how
because
much?
Drake is catchy, bro. It's
Yeah,
easy.
how much Kendrick music are you re-listening to? None,
Like, look, at
none,
the end of the day,
none.
like I said before, there's a real like high probability that Drake put out a diss track against Kendrick. You go to the club and it gets played. You're not gonna hear any Kendrick song in the club.
But when you
If
listen to
you do, you're in the wrong fucking club.
back to back, do you even know that shit's about Meek at this point? Like,
Do you even care?
I just think it's fire. Like I got,
Yeah,
but he can
like
talk
I
about
think
anything.
Drake could put out a whack, like he could put out a diss track that sounds fire, but bar wise is whack and still go platinum, bro. It's fucking Drake. But
I
he's also gonna have to expose K Dot on some shit if he's gonna really win this.
I don't know, bro, because like he didn't expose Meek on a thing. He basically just said your wife taking you on tour. If Nikki was my wife, I'd be right behind her on tour too. I got no issues with that.
Nah, he really like he clowned the shit out of Meek, and we already spoke about that whole shit
I mean,
earlier.
he clowned Meek for having the girl of Drake's dreams. That was what he was clowning him for.
Is that a world tour or your girl tour? That was fire,
Listen,
bro.
the
Like,
bar is fire, but
he
you're not
killed him.
exposing him for anything. He's on the poster as it being his girl's tour. He wasn't hiding that. It
Yo,
was fire
that
though.
was Twitter fingers. He said Twitter fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Like he gotta see,
Yeah,
like
yeah, that was fire.
he. It's just like yo, like all it
He
takes
said
is
trigger
one or
fingers turned to
two
Twitter
catchy,
fingers.
like yeah, trigger finger turn to Twitter finger. Like yo, bro, that's all it takes from Drake, and he got the leg up on you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he don't need to expose Kendrick on anything.
You right.
He
Yeah,
don't need
you
to.
right.
Because he could say trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers tomorrow about Kendrick, and I'm still rapping it like it's a new bar. Like I
Yeah,
don't,
he said, yo, the drop
I
and
don't
give me
care.
50. Look, he got everybody going around
Yeah,
drop and give me 50. Like
bro, he got people thinking Kendrick the first person to be a part of a record label. You know, the world think Kendrick the first one to sign with the label.
and if he getting 50-50, let's be honest, he's got a better deal than most.
That's one of the best deals I've ever heard of.
Like I bet you Drake ain't make shit when he was in YMCMB.
No, that's why he dropped my favorite album. If you're reading this, it's too late.
So yeah, like I said, Charles, see, don't start your Deion shit and start creating false narratives. I said he can't out rap him, but I never said that Kendrick can't lose the battle.
The thing is, though, before the like if you're reading this is too late, Drake really could rap with him. But like Aubrey can't rap with him.
Ransom
Kendrick
Ransom
battle
Drake
Kendrick
is
is
not
gonna-
keeping up with him.
if Drake
No,
don't drop
Drake
Lose,
can rap.
if
Aubrey can't.
if Kendrick don't respond by the week by the end of the weekend, he gonna lose the battle.
You done? You done? That's
It
it?
just can't be something that like fucking fat like that like lingers. You need to just like
I mean, how long did Nas take to respond to Jay-Z?
it's a different world. This is not the streaming era. This is streaming era. This ain't the radio world. We ain't got to drop none of Flex's bombs.
I think Kendrick. It all depends, bro. If Kendrick could drop 7 months from now, if an
How
album,
long?
if Good Kid, Mad City 2 follows, it don't matter how long it take to me. Like that. Really, all I want out of this is Good Kid, Mad City 2, and if we're able to get that, then that's great.
So I'm with you. I started off by saying like I feel like he's taking too long to respond, but that's just me wanting to see this battle continue. But
It's not
bro, how long did it take? Yeah, I should probably stop saying that.
a battle.
But how long did it take for fucking Drake to respond to all of his fucking disses?
Like a week, not that long,
No,
right?
no, the most recent one, but he's been doing this for a while, and this is the first time Drake is acknowledging it when Drake has responded to other people in the past.
Do you think
Right?
Drake responds if Cole doesn't first? That I think that's the bigger question because I don't think Drake's the first one to respond.
So no, I didn't think Drake would respond.
Yeah, I don't think he would have if Cole didn't.
I didn't think Drake
I
would
think he was
respond.
gonna let Cole have it. I think he was gonna
But
let Cole. His plan was let Cole have it.
I don't think he had. I think his plan was to do nothing. He saw Cole responded, and then Cole backed up. And at that point, see Drake. This is what I'll give Drake. I'm not a huge Drake fan. I think a good amount of his music stinks, but like he's super smart, bro. Like he's crazy smart. And I think he was looking at like, yo, Cole just fucked up. I could literally drop myself farting on a track and then just say Kendrick in between farts, and the world will go crazy. And I think he knew that.
But he still waited too. He still waited till after the second Future album came out.
Had to.
So it
The
was
second
like,
album was crazy. The second album was crazy.
I wasn't really like much of a fan of either one of the albums, to be honest.
It's
I
just crazy to me
feel
they made 2 albums about it.
yeah, like that was like, and the fact like what bugged me out was how many people you recruited for this.
But like, were they recruited, or
There
was
had
this
to, yeah,
like?
you're right, but like you gathered all these people, and there had to be some conversation about.
All this is all points for Drake for me. Everything you about to say, like
But
this is
see, but that's why I said before, like this is all working in his favor. Like you don't want to see this because you want him to give more focus to Kendrick. But
yep.
this works in his favor because even if Kendrick annihilates him, I will have to go up against 50 people by myself. It was all y'all against me. It took all Kendrick could be the only one that say anything fire, and it's still gonna be. It took all you
If
people
one
to
more
take
person
down Drake.
responds, Kendrick needs to. That's what I'm saying. Kendrick needs to damn near drop his just to stop Ross and them dudes from dropping another one. Because if Ross drops again, or if somebody drops, bro,
Did you see the what is it? RCDC? What's
yeah,
did you see the skit?
yeah, exactly. No, it's exactly like
Yo,
this kid.
that shit had me crying. Crying.
I don't know. I think, like I said, bro, I think Drake gonna make a fire song eventually that we gonna be listening to all summer. It might not come in his beef with Drake or Kendrick. It might not come with his beef with. It might come from just him beefing with Metro. But he gonna make a song we gonna listen to all summer. I know that much.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of my favorite bars of the whole track. He said, "Shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga."
Did you see this? He posted on his story earlier today.
Who, Drake?
Well, yeah, he posted the Nick Cannon when he doing the drum solo on when he doing the tryout on drumline, but he put Metro face on Nick Cannon body.
That's dope. Did you see somebody posted? Deion might not remember this. Do you remember Ryan Leslie, the producer?
Yeah.
Somebody posted a video of him in the studio when he was making the beat for Cassie, I believe. And he was like, and they was like, "Yo, this is Metro responding in the future." I mean, to Drake, and it's just him playing the piano, making the beat, no words. There's been a lot of like the trolling has been the best part of all this to me because I love to laugh. So all the trolling that's been going on between the fans and fucking Rick Ross, I've enjoyed every second of it.
What was when Kendrick says that Drake was sneak dissing on first person shooter? I haven't listened to that song. Well, what is he talking about?
Was he talking to Drake or was he talking to Cole?
Oh,
But
is Cole
basically,
on that?
so first
Is
person
Cole on the
shooter,
track too?
yeah, so first person shooter is pretty much a track where Cole and Drake is saying that's pretty much where the whole big three concept came from. Where everybody's
Got
saying that they're the big three is like, okay, we're the big three, but we're one and two. Well, they're both saying they're one. So on the track, they both saying they number one, and they keep talking about like how there's like a big three and they're like the top two artists in the game. And there was apparently some connect the dot shots, those fucking sneak disses, like you said. There was a couple of them from Cole on there.
yeah. I didn't realize that it was both on the track. But everyone, I mean, even Future said Drake was sneak dissing on some on For All the Dogs too, right? But that wasn't sneak dissing. He basically told Future that he fucked his chick. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's sneaked.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, bro. I guess, yo, I guess that's I don't fucking know, bro. Like this whole shit is like I don't understand why it's happening. Other
Right.
than the
Just
fact
look
that
up.
people don't like each other, but I'm here for it.
I'm telling you, bro. Drake. Uh, I just read an article on it. Like Drake's homie like smashed one of Future's chicks, and I guess Drake did too.
Grown ass men beefing over women is crazy. But I guess we could wrap it up there. Charles, you said Kendrick's on the clock. He got 4 days to respond.
Kendrick's on the clock, and I will say this is not Kendrick because I support bar for bar the best rapper in TDE is Daylight, but that's my battle rap bias.
Is daylight even TDE?
I think I put in my association
How is that even like?
because I
Oh,
think I support Day as the best battle rapper ever. So I'm just saying.
but like you're comparing him to like a bunch of he better than Drake too, bar for bar.
Facts.
So
One
is
day
Rick
we'll actually have to talk about who
I
our best.
don't know. I could argue
bar
that
for bar,
Daylight lost his battle to Ab Soul.
bar for bar. Who the best rapper is?
Yeah.
Riff Raff, Kendrick, Chief Keef. One, two, three.
All right, man. I'm
All
out.
right.
I'm
All
out.
One,
right.
two.
So
It's really
Charles,
not that
final
close.
question. Deion, you out of here, bro. I just want to ask you something and then we out of here. Charles, you said light skinned dudes was down 5,000 points after the J. Cole apology. Where do we stand now after the Drake reference?
We got 2,000 back. We still ain't all the way there. We still haven't recovered from cold, duck and smoke, but we're on the way back.
All right. That's it for this week's episode of the Break the Bank podcast. Charles, we back Wednesday, right? To talk Shogun.
Yeah, we locked in.
I bet. Tap in.